motion was passed in the British Parliament condemning Islamabad's announcement declaring Gilgit-Baltistan as its fifth frontier, saying the region is a legal and constitutional part of Jammu and Kashmir, illegally occupied by Pakistan since 1947. The motion, which was tabled and sponsored by Conservative Party leader Bob Blackman, stated that Pakistan, by making such an announcement, is implying its attempt to annex the already disputed area. The motion read, and I quote, Gilgit-Baltistan is a legal and constitutional part of the state of Jammu and Kashmir, India, which is illegally occupied by Pakistan since 1947, and where people are denied their fundamental rights, including the right to freedom of expression. It was further noted that the attempts to change the demography of the region was in violation of state subject ordinance, and the forced and illegal construction of the China-Pakistan economic corridor further aggravated and interfered with the disputed territory. Well, in fact, our Foreign Affairs editor Geeta Mohan has spoken with Bob Blackman himself. Let's play out that interview for you now.
Well, Bob, there is an entire history to this issue, a colonial past, so to say. What can Britain really do in this matter?
Well, clearly, we are not the colonial power. We don't have the power to instruct nations who are sovereign nations to do our will in the way that we used to when we had an empire. But the position is that we have a lot of soft power, which is diplomatic power, and the ability to persuade our friends in the Commonwealth to recognise reality and recognise what is fair and reasonable. And I think that's clearly what we need to do. That our Foreign Secretary and his team need to be talking to Pakistan to say this is absolutely unacceptable. We need to send that strong message so that they step back from this particular approach, which will only make the situation worse. I mean, I was in India last month, and we had, as part of a British parliamentarians delegation, where we met Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi. We had an hour and a half discussion with him, and a lot of the discussion was about Jammu and Kashmir and Britain's role. Our role is not to tell people what to do. Our role is to help facilitate what is right and just. And what is right and just is that the whole of Jammu and Kashmir be reunited as an integral part of India, as you quite rightly said, as the Maharaja decided way back in 1947. And it's been violated by Pakistan ever since. And so what we've got to do is make sure that Pakistan honours what the United Nations decided and determined when the then Prime Minister Nehru went to the United Nations to attempt to get Pakistan to step away from their illegal occupation. Now, India and Pakistan have fought wars over this, we know, and this just ups the temperature and causes potential further problems. So what has to happen is that Pakistan should step back from this further illegal manoeuvre for the benefit of all the people who live in the state of Jammu and Kashmir.
All right.